Hello, hello, hello.
Yeah.
I have to stand back a little bit, yes. Okay. So what, yes? Hi, Elizabeth, to be live. And we're live, yes?
Yeah.
We are. Wow! Let's celebrate, everybody. We are all alive. After all of this.
I'll say
Okay.
yes to
oh, yeah,
that.
move, and we have,
Yes
you have to
to
move
that.
this way, yes.
Yes to
Yes.
that.
Hello. Okay, you wouldn't know that this is a poetry dance, yes? So why don't you tell people about what poetry really is? And I'll get this on.
What's that song? Poetry in motion.
Oh, good. Take it, yes.
It's talking about the sexual dance being poetry.
The sexual dance. Could you
Yes.
explain this to our audience? If we're going to get our biggest audience. Okay, and now I'm going to try this. Well, it didn't work. Press this. Still not working. Here we go. What's happening?
Well, I think you just need to turn this on. On. And this goes.
Oh, you're so
here.
good. Look at this.
Yeah.
May all our problems be... There it goes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not exactly bright, but.
No, that's very nice. It's
Is
well,
it?
yes.
It is? Okay.
Well, I think it's reasonable.
Okay, good.
More than last week.
Yeah, good.
Good morning. Or maybe we'll read it together? This is, or should we read it apart? You want to read it?
We could take each a line, or.
Okay. May mistakes be breaks. May mistakes be breaks.
Okay. To awake.
More mistakes we know.
Undamned.
We grow.
Grow.
Wow, this has been true, yes?
Yes, it has been true.
We are here to tell you this poem is true.
Yes.
Will we give you examples? Maybe not. But we could, so many mistakes. My friend was just telling me that my friend was telling me, we won't give him his name, that he was seeing his friends in high school. No, in high school. And they called him the Shah. Because when he wanted to do something, he just got people to do it whether they liked it or not. And he said, was I like that when I was young? And I said, you're still like that. So maybe more mistakes we know, but now maybe knowing it, undamned we grow, yes? We can flow. And so it's a good morning, right? We're mourning, but it's a good morning.
A good morning.
It's like, oh, I now know, oh, I messed up. Yes, oh, I broke up with so many people and didn't discuss it beforehand. I just said what I did it so many
You
times.
used it as a threat.
Yes, I did. Oh, and a punishment. Oh, I didn't know.
Instead of
My beloved.
sticking with the issue
Yes.
at hand, but just taking the flight response and saying, I need to leave.
Both fight and flight.
And how that affects the
Other person,
Other
and I kind of
person
knew it was
is-
punishing. Yes. Oh.
is a threat.
Yes. I once broke up with my beloved first wife, if you don't mind me calling her that, because when my friend came over, she wouldn't let him use her typewriter. Or she wouldn't let me use her typewriter. And I said, yeah, that's not being, I would have these.
Well, that you probably needed to say you have a value that you want to share. Is that true?
I
It
could have
was
said
so
that, but she
important.
didn't have to. She didn't have to agree to share a typewriter if I, especially when I was saying it that way. Oh, that's just one of the many times I would break up over anything. And then when I would get back
But
to
wait, we
Yes.
need to put that in slow motion.
slow motion.
Slow motion. Slow motion. Because it also, these little things add up. That these things sometimes are so important that it does cause a breakup.
I gave examples.
But if you don't discuss it and kind of consciously come to a good agreement and realize fully what you're doing, that's really the best. That's the best.
But I gave examples for my beloved first wife.
You gave
Like
examples.
the typewriter.
Right, the typewriter, something like.
Can you think of an example you would like to give us too?
Example?
Yes, an example too. Yes, yes.
Okay.
To nationwide television, on YouTube, all your family. Yes, what an example comes to mind? I think the same would come to
lettuce
bear. Oh, tell us.
in the drain,
Yeah.
and how important feeling like my life is progressing. I lived in an apartment that the drain in the bathroom did not work.
I remember
And
it well.
I actually, it's interesting because I was not wise in the world of what you can request from your landlord. I thought you were just given the situation where you lived, you can ask, but you can't demand. So I did not demand that. I felt like he had done a lot for me. This is ridiculous. Well, I realized in wider perspective that having a drain that works in the bathroom is really important, actually. And the truth is he wanted me to use caustic Drano, and I honestly did not want to purchase a big bottle of something that is environmentally not good and have it sticking around in the for years that you can't dispose of well. So I used an environmental drain cleaner that didn't work and was stuck at a standstill that I couldn't really wash my face in a way that felt very clean, and so I figured I was washing my face in the shower. And so anyhow, thinking maybe I'm progressing in the world by coming to a place where the sink was clean and I could clean my face in a way that felt like a purifying act. For whatever reason, it demarcated if I was going in the right direction in life or not, and finding that the sink was often very dirty and that there was lettuce in the drain, to me felt like a make or break situation. And with a little distancing, I realized the humanity in that event, and also in relationship how it affects someone like you, and specifically you.
Now you have to explain to the audience, Elizabeth, inquiring minds want to know, Donald too, hi Donald, what do you mean by realizing the humanity in the event?
Hearing how other people, having a sense that other people are going through life, who have dived into life and are in relationship, that I have heard things like there's a constant battle between the toilet seat, which it doesn't completely set me off, fortunately, but there are other things that do set me off. So I feel like I am now part of the great stream of life with these rocks in the way and bubbling along with rocky times.
Wow. Okay, so that's that. So you want to? Let's switch again. We can do these things. So now that we understand this poem,
Yeah, do we
even
want to
better.
see us?
Yes,
a
you're
little
in
bit?
charge. You're in charge.
Okay.
Of, yes.
Mm.
So maybe would you mind
What,
reading
would
this?
you like to share an example too?
I did with the typewriter.
The typewriter.
Yes.
And now, and how has it helped Undamned regrow?
Well, I came to the realization after being with many people, including friends, that finally you are the benefit of this.
Yes.
So when you think if I ever had a relationship before then, realize that they were only there. That's what they told me. When I met my beloved first wife, she said, "I'm only here so that one day you'll meet Michelle and you'll be able to treat her better by making all your mistakes with me." That was what she told me.
Wait, I just feel honored.
Yes.
I feel like I'm on a throne
It's
with
true,
the
though.
steps, and I can be fully honored.
But it was
So-
hard. It was so much easier to pick on
The drama,
the drama and to pick on people. I'm very good at arguing.
I
So it'd be very good to say, "Oh, you're such an unselfish person. You don't share your type. You're just materialistic. You're a capitalistic person, and you don't share. How can I be with someone so selfish?" And would be able to get my feelings out, and I feel so much better. And now when it happens, and I start feeling bad about things,
do we agree it is funny? I'm asking the audience. I have to say that there's an element of life is pretty funny, and when you get into the drama.
it would be nice to be able to laugh when it
Right,
happens,
but these
it's
things
very hard.
actually-
I just had an
yes.
argument with my dear neighbor.
And you get divorced, right?
People get, we got divorced for other reasons, but
Yeah.
that was part of it though, because I didn't know. So now when I feel like that, which has been often, I check in and see, is this have to do with the person I'm with or with me? And that's tricky. So, but I try not to bring out the big guns and say I'm leaving because you're not sharing, your typewriter with me. I would do that. I'd break up. I think I broke the engagement up. I forget what it was. It was just, and it felt so. You might know this. It feels so comforting to just break up. Oh, I'm out of here. I'm out of here because you're bad and I'm good. I'm out, and it feels so good until a little while. But I was horrible. I'd come back, and I'd say, "Okay, we need to make a rule now. If you want me back, you've got to make a rule that we're going to try to share things with each other." And that wasn't. So I created the situation, and then and she wasn't strong enough. She's a very strong woman in some ways, but she'd agree. Sometimes she said she'd agree just to get me back, even though she didn't really agree. Okay, I'll share my. So and we would have all these rules written down, and they were for my freaking out. So I want to hereby, it was Yom Kippur, but my beloved first wife and I have forgiven each other for all that we've done. So now we can read this maybe with tears. Wow. Good morning.
And,
Yes?
well, I hope to be forgiven as well.
Oh, yes, you will forgive. Yes. Don't even think of forgiving or not forgiving anymore. Just working things out, though, is nice.
Yes.
So you're in charge of that. Whatever you. Oh, that's very nice. Look at that. We'll come closer. We have to move back a little bit so my head. Good. Good morning.
So I'll do the first part?
Why don't you do the whole part?
Oh.
No? Remember? I guess
Okay.
not. Nope.
That was fine. fun doing
Okay,
it both
it
ways.
was fun doing it both ways, that's what I say.
As a dance.
Ugly dance, yes. Good morning.
May mistakes be breaks.
To awake.
More mistakes we know.
Undamned. We grow. Right? I have more questions. So then, but now that I'm learning to express myself, this is the difference. I learned it with you. If I can open my heart, which doesn't come easily, because I've got a heart bypass to protect myself. I have a lot of bypasses. We're kind of an under the neck bypass. But good that now at least you can see our waist. So if we go back further, can you see our feet? No. There's no way we can. There we go. There. So now all of me has been on television for at least a millisecond. But if I'm in communion, my heart is open, and I feel like we're dancing together before we're talking, so we're in some ways in a body.
That's a nice move.
Oh, thank you. If we're dancing together, if we're in communion, then and I don't go ballistic, then I can express myself and say, I really wanted you to share that. Could you please share with my friends? I love you too. You don't have to, but I really would love you to, and it bothers me when you don't. And especially remembering nonviolent communication, I can ask for things, and it's okay for you to say no. But I can really say really, and you can say really, what is so important to me to have the drain clean, without getting ballistic and saying, if you don't do it, I'm going to leave you. Or because you didn't do it, even though I didn't ask you, I'm going to leave you. Which is even... So, with communion, and then you can ask for it even more powerfully when it's not so, even though it feels like if I don't, whatever it feels like I can't wash my face, and that means so much to me because I feel so alive when I do it. It really means a lot, and I want to do it, and I see this lettuce and I can't stand it. And all of that can be said once we're in communion and talking about it without getting overly ballistic. That's the trick. So I could have. So that's how I've learned. I think that's my new. So then I can say more things that bother me. Because if I'm in communion with you, then I can milk it for all it's worth. I love you, therefore I can say this, yes. Okay. Any last thoughts about this yourself?
No.
Okay.
Good.
Okay, next. I'm going to get the other book because this is March.
Oh, okay.
March 4th.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Very different theme. Might be hard. Maybe it's not so easy to get the other book. Okay, is that on? Almost?
Okay.
Now this is this one. Here we go. I wonder what
How come there's like a... here, use this. No?
Okay.
Or
Yeah, that's it.
this?
That'll do.
Okay, or this. It keeps it
Yeah.
flat.
Okay. Oh, you see, so look at this. Solving all of our problems.
Oh. Okay. This might be a singular poem to read.
Okay.
You
Okay.
wanna
Would
do
you like
that?
to read it? Would you?
Either way.
Whichever you're in charge.
It's your poem. Read. Go ahead. I would love you to read it.
Okay. I From loneliness to solitude is as easy as counting to 1. Loneliness is an interlude, revealing I is fun. I. From loneliness to solitude is as easy as counting to 1. Loneliness is an interlude, revealing I is fun. Oh, wouldn't that be nice? I remember a third grader wrote this poem. Let's see if I can remember it. Something like, I like my face. It looks pretty. Looking at me feels like fun. Isn't that nice? Wouldn't that be nice that we just looking at ourselves on television? I haven't done that. Oh, it's nice to look at me. And it's nice to look, from loneliness, and look at ourselves, from from loneliness to solitude is as easy as it could go easy. Let's have fun. Looking at ourselves. What happens when all those other feelings come in? Like self-hate. Yes? You can explain this to us. What do we do with self-hate? What if we do what we feel like...
Well, we're going to a workshop about that.
We are? Oh, good.
I think October 13th at the Arlington Center.
How to
It's
enjoy...
focusing and nonviolent communication and how they're relating to if the outer landscape reflects our inner landscape of violence, how do we work with our inner violence that we do to ourselves?
Yes.
And
Have fun. Maybe have fun with it. James Joyce said he was one of the most disgusting, maybe the most disgusting human being who ever lived. And one example, he said it comes out via food. He said he prefers canned salmon to the real thing. What could be more lowly? So maybe having fun, putting ourselves down. Yes. Maybe.
yeah, uncovering it
And then, yes.
and realizing when you uncover it that it creates that feeling of fun.
Because you just did that a little bit. Yes. You wanted to have.
Yeah, in really looking at my concern about the lettuce in the drain, which, by the way, it wasn't just a nice clean piece of lettuce sitting on top. It would have meant if the drain is a little drain, you'd have to like pick it out, and it was a little slimy. So I'm just defending.
But you're having fun with it, though.
But I am. It's true to really look at it with some distance.
Yes.
Starts creating a feeling that there's something funny and fun about my concern.
And then we can enjoy our solitude. Enjoy that we don't feel lonely because we like that. We are our own best friend.
Yeah, I saw a great picture someone posted on Facebook, and it was about if we are friends with ourselves, we'll never be lonely.
What a friend we have in ourselves. Okay, so you are leaving us. As the show is, we have 15 seconds to say goodbye, or 20 if you would like to say goodbye. You want to read this to us?
Okay, yeah. I. From loneliness to solitude is as easy as counting to 1. Loneliness is an interlude revealing I is fun.
And on that note, she's having so much fun, she's leaving us.
Thank you.
And I'm going to be here for Lloyd's show.
Thank you.
Oh.
Wonderful poems.
Oh.
This was fun.
Oh, thank you. I'm so happy.
Yes. Yeah.
So now you're stuck with...
Thank you for being with with us.
Just me. The party's over. That's not my poem, alas.
Oh, well.
I hope we're
You're
still
in
on.
for more treats.
Yes.
More treats. Yeah. Thank you.
And you have your stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, good. We're still on. Is that true? We're still on.
Did you press record?
Yes, I did. We're still on for another half hour. Lloyd's not coming.
I'll tell them that.
I just told them, yes. I should have told them beforehand all these things. You can just wait till... Christine, you can just wait till 7 if you want. Well, I'm ready if you are. Okay. Sure. Go on. Hello, hello, hello. I'm sorry I'm not Lloyd. Uncle Lloyd, Papa Bear, the Stormin Shaman Guru. That's not me. But I'll do the best I can. Maybe I can channel Lloyd. Yes, I feel you, Lloyd, I feel you here. If you're watching, but I feel you here anyway. Oh, I can see your beard and feel your presence. Oh, it's happiness. Thank you. So we're going to continue with poems. I think Lloyd is like this. How to treat all I meet. Honest. Honest and kind. All the time. That is so hard. Honest and kind all the time. I just told my friend who was accusing me of looking at him with an evil eye in a community meeting. And I said, stop it. And he kept doing that. And I said, you'll be sorry. He said, is that a threat? No, I said, that's a promise. And that's not, it's not kind. If I had said it with humor, I would have said, you'll be sorry. Then it might have been kind, because I was playing, but I did it too seriously. So at least it's a goal. How to treat all I meet, honest and kind all the time, but it's fine not to rhyme, or it's fine not to do it all the time. That might be a better poem, but it's maybe not fine. But I find I don't do it all the time. But I think it's a good goal. It's a hard one, right? To be honest, because sometimes honesty, as we were talking about, right, is I want to hurt you back. And I made the mistake with people I've been with before that I wanted to be nice to just try to be kind because I was afraid that maybe I didn't like them or hated them. I once told a friend, I know this isn't true, but at this moment I never want to look at your face again. That's helpful. And she cried. And that didn't pass the kindness test. I had to make big amends to her. I helped send her to a trip to Seattle. She, I think, looked forward to me being unkind because I did try to make amends. How to treat all I meet. Honest and kind all the time, but it's fine not to rhyme. Let's see what's next. Uh-oh. Feeling terror. There's no error. I am afraid. That's how I'm made. I remember not too long ago going out with someone, and I didn't feel scared, I felt terrorized. I didn't think I could drive to get there. One of the perks or benefits of getting rid of some of my defenses is I discover what's underneath them. I just told a friend of mine, I'm no longer trying to teach everyone. I know this doesn't sound true, but I'm not teaching at the moment except in a homeless shelter, just as a volunteer, which is different than a paid job. But not trying to teach people, and to rather be a liver than a brain. So I said, I'm now seem to be getting away from just being a teacher and being present with in my body and communing with people and trying to remember I have a heart, and if I touch it, I can feel it, and maybe it begins to at least sense. And she said, one of the problems, this is a woman I call my coach, she's so smart. One of the problems of when you stop drinking, that's when the problems begin. That's when the hard part begins, where we discover what we've been hiding from. Well, I felt this terror. I was very lucky when I went out with her and we had agreed to be friends. She got scared herself and said that once. So it was just quite practice dating. Even then I was terrorized. And we go to see the worst movie I've ever seen, 6 Indian shorts made by independent movie makers in the best movie house I've ever been in Providence. There's a movie house where there's couches. And so I could sit next to this lovely, wonderful woman who I was terrified to be with. And because it was a cushy couch and the movies were totally uninteresting, I could just sit and be with it for the whole 2 hours and just begin to be a little bit more comfortable. And afterwards, I didn't really care what she said about the movies, and she liked to talk, and it was way more, I was able to be with my terror. Feeling terror is no error. I am afraid. That's how I'm made. So if we feel terrorized, I guess one way is to allow it to come out in a safe situation, and then it's no longer hidden and doing its thing, and then there's a possibility to just be scared. And this is connected. You might have guessed all of these poems are connected. Smithereens Dream. Wow, a dream of being smashed to smithereens. That's terror. Self-destruction reveals a night I might look at without fright. Well, I'm destroying myself tonight. Everyone's got their nightmares and dreams or hobbies. Self-destruction reveals a night I might look at without fright. When confronted, while confronted being no one, no, while comforted, oh, this is how to do it, oh, I see. While comforted being no one, on the way to being someone. Jesus, or his Hebrew name, which was always called Joshua or Jehoshua, never called Jesus in his life. Joshua said, when this, only if a seed falls into the ground and dies, does it bring forth much fruit? Only if a seed falls into the ground and dies, does it bring forth much fruit. He must have known this in his own life, yes. Probably was himself a prodigal son, like many of us, myself included. To be a prodigal son in many ways besides living with the swine. Smithereens dream. Self-destruction reveals a night I might look at without fright, while comforted being no one, on the way to being someone. Maybe I can feel like I am Papa Bear or Mikey Corinne. Let's see what we have next. We never remember, which is, oh, we keep doing. Yeah. This is called Depression Light. It's very simple. The poet has just had a smithereens dream, and now it's Depression Light. I awake feeling empty and fearful. I embrace feeling empty and fearful. Thank God there's time to write you in rhyme, to help empty, fearful turn cheerful. Similar to our other, we can all see these connections, right? From loneliness to solitude is as easy as counting to one. For loneliness is an interlude, revealing I is fun. And now we're embracing empty and fearful, sharing it with you. Hi Elizabeth, hi Donald. Thank God there's time, maybe Barbara, who loves to watch Lloyd. Thank God there's time to write you in rhyme, to help empty, fearful turn cheerful. And Lloyd might be there. We have a huge VIP audience. And this is a song. Move over. Oh, I know what that is. That is that. This is called Hate Date. I hate everybody I do. I hate everybody I do. I hate everybody I do, especially you. I hate everybody I see. I hate everybody. everybody I see. I hate everybody I see, especially me. I love everybody I do. I love everybody I do. I love everybody I do, especially you. I love everybody I see. I love everybody I see. I love everybody I see, especially me. Okay, a little self-love never hurt anybody. And now if we can see it, getting this is my sweetheart who just left us for yoga. Everyone's got their priorities. She has this on her desk. Of all the poems, this is the one she picked. Now, who? Co-creating each moment, which we're doing right now, right? We are helping make this moment be. Without either of us, we would be we're really here now. I had my first great guru, Owen Carroll, Father Owen Carroll now, would tear paper in front of the classroom and he would say, strange question, if I was not tearing this paper now, would we be here? Very interesting question, because when we really got to it, it couldn't be. He is tearing the paper now, so there's no possibility as if he wasn't. And so it was, this is what's happening now. Now who? Co-creating each moment, who we are. This is really true. Papa Lloyd, Elizabeth, Donald, Barbara. I cannot thank you enough. That's really true. I can't, which is nice. Since I could do all I can for you, but I really can't thank you enough for including CCTV and our great executive director, Susan and Sean at the desk, and Christine and Lee in the control room. All of these people are helping, and our Cambridge Police Department keeping these streets safe. All of these people are helping co-create this moment. Thank you, but I can't. Now who? And when we're co-creating each moment, we're co-creating who we are, right? Now who? Co-creating each moment. I cannot thank you. I really can't. I cannot thank you enough. Well, to remember this, easy to say now, right? To remember. Maybe we could learn to feel when we commune with one another, open our hearts, feel that we're dancing together. Maybe we can feel, I sometimes do that when I can have my head be part of my body. Maybe I can feel the awe of being together, a mystery. You can feel it at a dance, yes? And if I can feel the awe of, who we are, becoming who we are, now who, co-creating each moment, who we are. We're co-creating who we are. I cannot thank you enough, right? When it touches you, who knows the response, touches you with words. Co-creating each moment who we are, right? It's not like we are someone and then we will be. This is who we are now. So now who? We can keep the feeling of that mystery, then the gratitude is beyond expression. You could feel how I can't thank you enough. They once asked a member, someone in Washington, why he was so polite to everyone. And he says, I grew up in the Wild West, where everyone carried a gun, or many people carried guns, and if you weren't polite to someone, they might shoot you in the front or in the back. This might be true of foreign policy too now. Yeah. Co-creating each moment. We can't be the dictators of foreign policy, or maybe dictators of our lives. We're co-creating it now. Co-creating each moment who we are. I cannot thank you enough. Thank you, Papa Lloyd, Papa Bear. You get a chance to see these poems before we talk about them. Maybe read a little bit. Why not? Oh my. Why not up? Yes? May actions and words be dance, song, prayers, bringing answers artfully. Let's get what we need and want. Can't always get what you want, but if you try somehow you get what you need, maybe we can't always get what we want. But may actions and words, even words, let alone actions, may they be dance, song, prayers. The word prayer means to ask for in life, entreat. May actions and words be dance, song, prayers, bringing answers artfully. How could my actions and words, how could I get my friend to not say I'm giving him an evil eye when I'm not? I think I should have, no. May I learn to be playful when I feel threatened and hurt. Threatened, hurt, okay, playful, serious but playful. I used to discount it too much. This is we're gonna get this version of it. All right. See if we can get it. Ooh. This is hope I can make this poem true too. These poems are all dance song prayers. Fortunately, I need to be reminded of them daily, which was the purpose of the book. This is From Verse to Better, a poem for each day of the year. Get it at Harvard. Oh, I can't advertise it. I forgot. You can get a free copy from us, right, to CCTV. Pay for your retirement. Divining rods we are for God, while feet feeling ground, feet feeling ground are handles for crown. So our feet are our handles, and our crown is the divining rod. You know, you hold these divining rods and they help you find water, you know, stuff of life, maybe gold, oil, or maybe more. Divining rods we are for God. Help find what's divine. My, help find God. We are, yes, we're chips off the old cosmic block. I'm sure we want to get connected to the cosmic energy, but the earth. Feel the earth under our feet. I probably need it more because of what you're going to now hear. Because the world was unkind, I tried to hide inside my mind. There I thought our worlds embraced by blessings from a distant place. Oh, somewhere there's blessing, I could feel it in my mind. But sensing legs support our head. We are divining rods that tread feet's soul's ground soul to seek sense, find what in and around's divine. Because the world was unkind, I tried to hide inside my mind. There I thought our worlds embraced by blessings from a distant place, but sensing legs support our head. We are divining rods that tread feet, souls, ground soul, to seek sense, find what in and around divine, which is you, me too, Christine, Lee, all of us, yes, we're all part of this earth, sky, and more. Congratulations. Let's say goodbye with crown clowns. Let's be clowns when we're down, bounce off ground so our frowns turned upside down, smile, astound. Woo! Well, thank you for joining us. Thank you, Roy. This is the book cover. See it, maybe. Love and fun in shade and sun, and health and wealth to our dear ones and every one. Okay.